reports as I read the papers in part.
No, in such circumstances, Devanan, the testimony of the victim is the sole requirement if it inspires the confidence of the court. Why would they make a wrong accusation against a person whom they considered as their teacher only with an intention to spoil his name or any such thing? No evidence in the form of defense, no statement, at least in the accused statement, for explanation for reasons that is beyond this. It is not the first day that it has happened. They were there as a student for some time. So you must look
He
at all
was
those.
taking class for the 30 to 40 students.
Correct, sir. That's why I said it is not the ನೋಡಿ ತಾವು ಒಂದ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಯಾರ ಮೇಲಾರು ಒಂದು ಈ ತರಹದ ಆರೋಪ ಹೊರಿಸೋದು ಅಷ್ಟು ಸುಲಭದ ಮಾತಲ್ಲ. ಎರಡು ವಿಚಾರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮೊದಲನೇದು, ಒಂದ್ ವೇಳೆ ಆ ಆರೋಪ ಸಿದ್ಧವಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಭವಿಷ್ಯ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮೆನಿ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಯಾರು ಗಾರ್ಡಿಯನ್ನೋ, ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗಳು, ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ರು ಯಾರು ಇರ್ತಾರೋ ಅವರು, there is a some feeling that it should be ignored. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗೆ ನಾಳೆಯಿಂದ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ, ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮರ್ತು ಬಿಡು, ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಅಂತ. Many of these things would not even come to the light, which many times encourages that fellow to commit such acts if he has committed.
Very true.
So ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಅವರು ಯಾರೋ ಹುಡುಗರು ಧೈರ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗಳು ಅದನ್ನ ಬಂದು ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಕನ್ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದೇನ್ ಕಿತ್ಕೋತಿರೋ ನೀವು ಕಿತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಅವನಂದು.
ಆತರ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಒಂಚೂರು ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್. ಇಫ್ ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ನೋ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ರಿಟ್ರೇಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವತ್ತೇನೆ ಏನೋ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗಿದೆ, ತಪ್ಪಾಯ್ತು, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಗ್ದೋಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರ್. ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ಟೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೀವ್ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್, you join some other school, everything would have been happened.
No, that is not a school, it's a private tutor.
Whatever it is. See, the point is, you look at it. Whoever assaults or uses criminal force to any woman intending to outrage or knowing it to be likely that he will thereby outrage her modesty. So, ಎರಡೇ ಭಾಗ. ಒಂದು ಭಾಗ ಏನು, ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಆ ಕೃತ್ಯ ನಡೆಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಅಥವಾ ನಾನು ಇಂಥ ಕಡೆ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಟಚ್ ಯಾರಿಗೆ, ಅಕ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ಗೆ, ವಿಕ್ಟಿಮ್ಗೆ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಇರಬೇಕಾದಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆರ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಓದಿದ್ದು. ಐ ರಿಅಶ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಮೈ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಬೈ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಟು 354 again, because my conviction went up to Supreme Court in 354 and got confirmed. I vaguely remembered that knowledge is what is to be imputed to the accused, not to the victim ಅಂತ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು. ಇದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿನೇ ಇದೆ. ಸಿ, ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಿ ಪೋಕ್ಸೋ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್, ಆರ್ 354 ಗಾಟ್ ಅಮೆಂಡೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ 354 ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ABCD, ಸ್ಟೇಕಿಂಗು ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು there was no other section under the IPC whereby if an act falls little short of 376 and little graver than the 354, there was no punishment. For 376, requirement of the male part coming into the slightest slightest penetration to the female part was must be necessary. That was a sine qua non. The other types idiyalla iga, because of the internet, TV, what not, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆನೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ IPCಲಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಅಥವಾ ಅದರ್ ವೇ ನೋಡಿ, 354 is for the woman. What happens if a woman touches a boy indecently? You must have seen. ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಊಹೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ.
They were not foreseen such acts or events would take place ಅಂತ.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಧೈರ್ಯವಾಗಿರ್ತಿದ್ರು. ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಲೇಜ್ ಸೈಡ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಒನ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ಮೆಚೂರ್ಡ್, ದೇರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ರಿಚುವಲ್. ಈಗಲೂ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಸುಮಾರು ಕಡೆಗೆ. ಆಕೆದೊಂದು 8-10 ದಿವಸನೋ 15 ದಿವಸನೋ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಊರ್ ದೇವ್ರ ತನಕ ಒಂದು ಕಲಶ ತೆಗೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಊರಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಮೆರವಣಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ವಿತ್ ಸಮ್ ಡ್ರಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. Many said that it is an indecent, do they make that such a publicity? It's an act, after all, natural act. All these things were being argued. I said it had served a purpose anta. Yenu anta kelidru. Hitherto she was considered as a child.
Knowledge.
All right. Now rest of the male community should understand that they should not touch her in any manner.
I believe I don't give, my lord, mind set up for the court to shut the doors.
No.
I'll ensure that there is an ambience for me which I can rather convince the court.
No. Look at the Amit Kapoor, what the Supreme Court has said. On factual aspects, I cannot go back. I cannot revisit. ಕೊಡಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಹಳ ದಿವಸ ಆಯ್ತು ದೇವಾನಂದ್ ಪುಸ್ತಕನೇ ಓದೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. No. I know that you will take it sportively. In that sense,
I do.
In that sense, I said.
I do.
See, Honorable Supreme Court has given me a boundary line for revision jurisdiction in Amit Kapoor. I am sure that this would not have come to your knowledge in the recent past.
Well, my lord, having educated me.
No. It's my duty. It's my duty, Devanand.
Having educated me, just give me a little.
No, wait. I'll find out. See, what happens in Amit Kapoor is, unless there is a patent factual error, is a one phrase which could be of some leverage in some cases, not in case like this. With that yardstick, I have measured the material evidence and the allegations. Anyway, you can also go through that. Second is error of jurisdiction. Error of jurisdiction is a fundamental thing. Ex-magistrate was required to consider. It has not been considered. It has gone to Y magistrate, let us say. So territorial jurisdiction, if it is not there, it's non-est. So that is a revisable order. And court can revisit into that and then say error of jurisdiction. Third one is the sentence. Excess. Whether the proportionality is there for the sentence. Here 2 years maximum they have given. In the case on hand, they have given 2 years for the 354. That's the maximum sentence. Could there be something that is what ultimately that is working in the mind of the court? Having seen these parameters that has been enshrined by the Honorable Apex Court in that judgment, which is a guiding principle for any court to exercise the revisional jurisdiction. Because 2 courts factually concurred with what the case of the prosecution is. See, what they are saying is, shall not be less than 1 year, but may extend to 5 years. That is what there's. So, shall not be less than is what is been told there. So, minimum sentence is 1 year. 2 years in the 1 year garu nan tarbode ashte hortu beyond that ಏನು ಮಾಡಕಲ್ಲ. If it is or, probably I would have, ನೋಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಇದು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನಾಳೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದನ್ನು. You take through, go through and then come back tomorrow.
Not tomorrow, my lord, a week's time.
Monday?
Week's time.
No. What? Devanand doesn't require so much time.
No. There was some setback to my health.
All right. I heard Sri Devanand in part to hear further, release this matter on next Thursday, date to 27th. You come back, minimum sentence is 1 year. And there is an amendment to that. ಅದು ನಿಮ್ದು ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆ ಡೇಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ನಾನು. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ದೇವಾನಂದ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ?
I believe after going through all the papers, I believe, in my opinion.
No, you should believe, otherwise you can't argue.
That's very true. Why good things happen to bad people?
No, that happens because of karma theory, Devanand. We do not know. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಹಿಂದೂ ರಿಲಿಜಿಯನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ we have a theory called ಸಂಚಿತ ಪಾಪ ಅಂತ. ಸಂಚಿತ ಪಾಪ is carry forward ಅಂತ, brought forward from the previous birth. You know what the account people write after the passbook, ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಬಿಡಿ, ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟೇ ಈಗ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಪಾಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಡುವಾಗ ಪಾಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಮುಗ್ದೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಹೊಸ ಪಾಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಬರುವಾಗ BF ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಬುಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ. ದೆನ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್.
That will also finds a place in the Limitation Act
Yes, yes.
for continuity of the.
So the idea is to see that, knowing fully well we might not have committed anything in this particular birth. But why this happens? Do we know what? We have done it earlier. Especially Hindu religion, we believe the number of births. And Bhagavad Gita says, number of births are there to see that it is for the refinement of the soul. Anta. See what Krishna says to Arjuna is, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Gnanavan Mam Prapadyate. After taking number of births, you get the Parishuddha Jnana. Then you will attain me. So the purpose of taking birth after birth is to see that, the soul gets purified. And Swami Jagadatmananda ಅವ್ರದ್ದು lecture ಕೇಳಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಆಶ್ರಮದ, on this aspect of the matter. All the acharyas, all these great saints have given a commentary on that. So we do not know. You made a point, stating that why it happens. Namma ಇವರಲ್ಲಿ senior council on matter ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು, ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. Sir, such a pious man, a bachelor, one minor aberration, there is a death of a person in a road traffic accident. Should you consider him as an offender? Should you not use your discretion? Should you not allow him scot-free without imprisonment? He has taken the injured to the hospital. He stood by him. He met the expenses in the hospital. He is also feeling sorry. Then also should you impose the imprisonment like a Shailak?
Pound of flesh.